The culprit has been identified. He's from the Ahmedabad city of KPK, and the only reason for besieging the capital was just to disrupt peace and create a distortion. There was no rhyme or reason behind it, no demands, no public demands, just one demand that their leader should be released. That's in the hand of the court. The government has nothing to do with that. We have caught 37 Afghan nationals. Afghanistan is a friendly country. All due respect to Afghanistan. As a minister, our government stated policy is that we have friendly relations with Afghanistan. But what are Afghan citizens doing in Islamabad in a political party's protest? Is that even allowed? And what is their background? Who brought the Taliban back? Taliban Khan brought the Taliban back. We had carried out extensive operations. From 2013 to 2017, we had brought back peace to KP, we had brought back peace to Karachi. Suicide bombings and incidents of terrorism had come down to a grinding halt. They had come down to zero. But Mr. Taliban Khan comes back, and because he's always been a Taliban sympathizer, he brings them back and makes them settle in these areas. Now KP is fighting a war against terrorism, and the Chief Minister is not interested. He's not interested at all in education, in health, in social sectors, in maintaining law and order. 50 people have died in Kuram, and you have people besieging the capital from the same province. The same police force which is supposed to be maintaining law and order in that province is besieging the capital. There's no justification for that. So the terrorism, the rise in terrorism in Pakistan, there's only one man responsible who promote violence, and this is the same party where religion is used as a tool. You saw a statement against Saudi Arabia the other day. What was the purpose of that statement? There was only one purpose of the statement: to play with the religious sentiment of the people of this country. They've always done that. They will use religion wherever they can for their own political purposes. They will use the Taliban for their purposes, political purposes, and they will use religion for that purpose. I would just briefly like to condemn 3 media houses were ransacked. Office of Ek News, a reporter of AP, the office of 2 other news channels, AGN and Sama TV, they were ransacked. So I will now request Federal Minister for Planning, Development and Special Initiatives, Mr. Ahsan Iqbal, to address you.
Thank you very much. As Minister, Information has shared with you that in last couple of days, a political party whose head is Mr. Imran Khan tried to create mayhem in the capital, and they, armed with latest weaponry, brought their workers, supporters to not only carry out a sit-in in Islamabad, but also they intended to occupy Parliament House like they did in 2014. At that time also they entered red zone, and in the name of sit-in, and eventually they overran Parliament House. They burned this building where we are sitting, the PTV headquarters. And subsequently we see that there is a pattern of violent politics that PTI has been carrying out. After 2014, they had number of long marches which failed. Again, they brought their workers from Peshawar under the umbrella of KP government. There was one march in 2016 which was successfully stopped at the borders of Punjab province. They could not enter Islamabad. But later on, they have carried out number of incidents of violence. For example, in Islamabad, when Mr. Imran Khan was appearing for hearing, they virtually overtook judicial complex, and they carried out worst kind of violence against security forces. In Lahore, when court orders were delivered to them for appearance before the court, PTI workers armed